and then move on to the other races here. Does it? So this whole thing gets looked at from the U.S. from a very binary perspective, meaning gold or not. Did they win gold or didn't they? And then you look at the 100 and you look at the 200 for the men, and Jacobs pulls the upset. Fred Curley gets the silver, which was a crazy performance. Then you go into the 200, and you got DeGrasse getting that gold, and then U.S. going 2-3 here. But they weren't able to get gold. But like when you look at the U.S. and what they had and what they brought to Tokyo, obviously Lyle's not being the Lyles that we've seen in 2019 hurts. Same with Bromell hurts. But I don't know. I guess how do you look at it? Because you see like this tweet, like U.S. men no gold medals yet in track and field. But like Ry Benjamin ran the race of his life. You know, like Kenny Bednarik ran insanely fast. And just came up short to a better guy. Like U.S. still gets two medals out of the men's 200. I just think things get blown up real big, but it's tough because it's like, well, Carson Warholm was there. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like that's like you have to take into account the competition and just not just first, but like how are they doing big picture? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, all these tweets are saying they're doing it for likes and retweets, and it's fun to be like, "Hey, 0 golds," because people. I mean, it's just trying to appease to the people who don't think about the details, who don't think about nuance. It's my whole thing of why Cheserek deserved the Bowerman. Everyone was like Jerry and Lawson. He
Uh-oh.
did the next thing. He did what Jesse Owens did by winning the 100, the 200, and long jump. And
I
like,
knew
no,
you'd
well,
get back to
Cheserek
Chaz.
won five NCAA titles, and Lawson only won his 3 titles NCAAs because one of the LSU athletes got hurt. Bromell and DeGrasse both went pro early, so he was able to win the 100 in like 10.1. Cool. That's what they're doing here. They're like, oh, no golds, you suck. I'm like, no, Ry Benjamin doesn't suck. Oh, no golds, you suck. Well, Christian Coleman doesn't suck. Bromell doesn't suck. But what sucks is the situation that they're both in with being hurt and being out because of whereabouts failures. And then also the guys who actually did show up. Curley does not suck. Just Jacobs had a weird, wild, once-in-a-lifetime type performance. And Bednarik doesn't suck. DeGrasse is just back into good form, and he's good. Like, whatever. It's just stupid. You ignore that.
I mean,
like,
I get it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like, I get it from the perspective of, okay, Bolt's not, you had this person, this transformational figure there. In the same way you could say Mo Farah, right? Mo Farah occupied that 5 and 10 slot for all those years. Now they're not there. Who's going to take advantage? But what I think is worth pointing out is there's no real Bolt on the horizon. So it's not as if this is the only window for the United States. They'll go into next year, I'm sure, with a bunch of chances with a bunch of people who are gold medal candidates in the sprints. 200, same thing, into 2023, into 2024. Like there's no, that we can see right now, there's no Bolt cropping up. And, you just had a situation where you had a 17-year-old finish 4th in a 200-meter final. So the future is okay for the U.S. Also, Krauser's still going to go, right? You have Grant Holloway coming. Like the meet's not over yet either, right?
Well,
That's
put up
the
the
other part
Tim
of this.
Layden tweet again, Travis. Put up the Tim Layden tweet if you can, wherever it is. It's a bullshit tweet. Bolt retired and made the Olympic 100 and 200 meter golds. USA got neither. Yeah, you know what happened after 2016? Oh yeah, 2017 an American straight up beat Bolt in the 100. Then in 2019 an American won gold, and then in 2021 that American wasn't there because he went to get Chipotle. That is why we don't have the Olympic gold. You can all these people who just come up with stats that are only every 4-year base with this whole Olympic thing. It's bullshit. There's no difference between an Olympic final and a global world championship final. It's the exact same people. They qualify the exact same way. They run the exact same type of times. This whole like three-fourths of your life don't matter. The only we care about this. It's stupid. So Tim Layden, you got your little retweets, you got your little hot take like USA sucks, but they don't. They're better than. I'm sorry, but
I don't
winning in
think that's what he's saying.
2017, winning in
I don't think that's what he's
2019,
saying.
and yeah.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
That is what he's
I
saying.
don't
No,
think.
he's no, he no. What he's saying is he knows people aren't going to look at the details, and it's him trying to be like USA sucks. He knows that Christian Coleman isn't there. He knows Romel's hurt, and he knows that USA won in 17 and won in 19. He knows that, but he puts up that tweet. That's what he did. He
No,
knows that.
I don't think. No. Yeah, he covers the sport. He's one of the best writers in the sport. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying that Olympics do have a bigger influence than world championships. Like that's just undoubtedly true, right? Be it the eyeballs, be it the money that's attached to it. That's what he's saying. And here's this big stage. Bolt's not there. They couldn't take advantage of it. All I'm saying is that when you just have gold, like you don't look at like the performances like Knighton, for example, where you have a 17-year-old, youngest guy ever making the final. Did I hear that stat right? In history? Is that correct? Like there's never been a
Probably.
17-year-old in a running event that made it, right? And it's like we're not sure there's gonna be another Bolt that's gonna come up. So I don't think it says much about US. Like what I'm saying is I don't think it says it's true, and I disagree that world championships and Olympics are the same in terms of public perception. I think athletes look at them and they try to focus on them the same way. But in terms of the stage, the pressure, the stakes, all that's different. But I don't think it says anything about like the state of US sprinting. That's all. That's the only reason I brought it up. Is that
Yeah.
I think the US is in a fine position. So I disagree with you on that part of it. But let's talk about Knighton real quick before we move on. What did you? I mean, he just